Hi, I'm Pete Yorn, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to an interview with Pete Yorn. Hello.
Hello, nice to see you.
You too. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Enjoying your time in Toronto so far? Kind of just take us through what you've been up to the last 24 hours.
I was in Boston last night, and there was a big nor'easter coming through, and we made the call. I was going to fly this morning. I was like, I don't know if the flight's going to get canceled. It's like, I'm just going to take the bus with the band. So I took the bus, and we got here no problem, and I saw a bunch of flights got canceled, so it worked out great.
Okay.
And yeah, I got here. I was able to take a shower, wash my hair, which is a nice, rare treat on the road. And I've just been bouncing around doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it brings me to you now. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you recently shared your latest record, Arranging Time. What's been the coolest thing to happen since you shared this with everybody?
Just happy to have it out finally. It came out last Friday, and I was sitting on it for a while. So I don't know. It's just and it came out while I've been on tour, so it's cool to see like nobody knowing the songs to like now like people are like singing the songs,
Singing the lyrics,
and that never gets old. It's always really cool to see like people just kind of having a connection with the song in that way. So.
When it comes to the title, what kind of time are you trying to arrange? Is it more so about finding balance in life?
Yeah, it's not so much about linear time at all. For me, it's definitely just like a reminder to be present. It's like a question I ask myself, like, how are you arranging, this moment even? So that's kind of what it means to me. It's just, in balance. That's cool that you say that too. Like for sure, it's like finding balance in the present moment for sure. So.
I'm really loving the video for last weekend. It completely tugged on my heartstrings because the whole issue is kids can be so mean, especially nowadays. So just seeing that the kid in the video is able to cope through music, I just absolutely loved that. So for you, why did you decide to take that route with the video?
I don't know. It just resonated with me. Like the kid who is the star of the video. It just reminded me of like kids from my hometown in Jersey. From like the early 90s.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this kid like was plucked right out of that time. And the story, like the story, it's a little bit about me, but it's a little bit about just tons of people that I knew. It's just like kind of a universal thing. And ultimately I just wanted to be like this hopeful message where it's all good, everything's gonna be all right, because you feel like I felt like in the end he was seeing beyond the confines of his small town and that little situation. He knew there was something bigger out there, and I like the way that fit with the music.
And little spoiler alert, it was so good to see him finally get the girl in the end as well.
Yeah, people were wondering like, did he just meet that girl that night, or no? Like I see it as like he grew up with that girl. Like
Yeah.
he might have been in kindergarten with that girl. Like and then maybe finally they just got together.
I like how it's open to interpretation.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. I think they knew each other for a long time.
Well, if current day Pete Yorn could go back and tell high school Pete Yorn anything, what kind of words of wisdom or advice would you have given yourself?
Wake up, kid. I was just floating through, I think, still even till maybe a few days ago. But yeah, there's so many things they always say, if I knew, then what I know now, what would I do different? I can't complain. Like, sometimes you just kind of have to have faith and let things unfold the way that they're going to unfold. So there's like that element. Like I can't complain. My life's been really interesting, and I've been super blessed to have like certain people around me, family and friends, and my wife and new baby and all this amazing stuff. So I wouldn't change any of it. But I guess I would tell myself just to kind of like slow down, really take in a moment, like take in what's going on around you, because I do feel like I missed a lot of stuff. It's like a blur. But maybe that's just something that comes with a little age too, But some old souls pick up on that really early, I feel like, But I wasn't necessarily one of those old souls.
Well, another song that I'm really liking is She Was Weird. The lyrics are just really cool to it. I was wondering, is it inspired by a specific person? Did you kind of create the character that you're singing about?
Yeah. She was weird. I think ultimately, like, people have, everyone has a difficult person in their life that they have to kind of, that they can't really drop off. People say like, like I'm done with I don't know. I can't curse on this show, right?
You can.
Oh, I'm done with the bullshit. I don't need any difficult people in my life. I'm just gonna, get rid of them and not have that and cut them out of my life. But every once in a while, there's someone in your life that you can't cut out, that you just have to deal with. So I think there's a lot of that going on in the song for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I always love seeing the photographs and the videos you post of your adorable daughter Ellie. I especially liked the one where you finally tried giving her peas,
Yeah.
and she just did not want it at all. Do you listen to music with her? If so, what kind of bands or which artists do you share together?
Early on, when I was feeding her, and I was putting a lot of Bob Marley on, definitely. What else? I play guitar for her a bunch. She's like the captive audience. So like normally, like when I'm practicing for tour or whatever, I'm just like doing it like in my house, and I just like, it's a good way. Like she seems to be distracted by it, or somewhat seems to enjoy it. So like after a feed and we're hanging out, it's not quite nap time, I could like play some songs for her. I kind of make up weird songs on the fly for her, which is fun. Just like weird baby goofy songs. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool to be able to play for her.
Are there any essential bands that you really hope she'll end up loving when she's older?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not getting that far ahead of myself. I like just trying to take it
Baby
slow.
steps.
Yeah, one day at a time with her, and obviously I'd want her to kind of find her own stuff and whatever that she's into, and if the inspiration to intervene ever comes, then I certainly will. But I feel like she's gonna. I want her to be herself completely.
Yeah. That's awesome. And you're now taking the record out on the road. This is actually your first solo release in 6 years, so it must feel pretty good to have this new material to share with people.
Yeah, absolutely. And the new songs for me, like, and it's not always the case. I put out a bunch of records, and sometimes playing the new songs, there's a couple that feel good, and there's a couple that just, they were kind of more studio creations, and they're not necessarily that fun to play live, but like all these songs feel really good to play live, and I think they're getting a pretty good response too. Like it's not like the pee break every time we go into a new song. Everyone seems to hang out and like get
to the
into
bar.
it. Yeah, so that's cool, for sure.
And you're playing some cool legendary places as well. You actually got to do Irving Plaza recently. Is there anywhere that you'd love to bring your music, or any venue or city that you've yet to?
There's tons of them. Yeah. Where was one that pops out? I still haven't been to South America to play, and I also haven't played in Japan yet. I've visited those places, but I've never played there.
Never performed there.
Yeah, so I would like to be able to play there for sure.
Nice.
In one of those spots.
Well, to wrap things up today for all of your fans who are going to be viewing, anything you want to say or shout out to them?
Everybody have a good time. Be happy. As my grandfather would say, who lived to 103, he would say, just be happy and be healthy, and that's it. Don't worry about the rest. And that's it. I try listening to him on that.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today.
Sure.
Such a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you.
And remember, to everybody viewing, visit us at amusicblog.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite artists. See you next time.